Hello, I'm Grandmaster Ben Finegold with our first class on Sunday for players approximately rated under 1400, or in this class rated way under 1400. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you at home. Yeah, the truth hurts. Some people not even within 1,000 points. And I'm still being nice. So what I want to lecture about today are what are called miniatures, like you guys, small. So in chess, when you win the game really fast, that's called a miniature. And I don't mean because you played fast, I mean it's a very few number of moves.
Like what?
Like you checkmate somebody in 2 moves, that would be a miniature.
Wow.
Now the definition of a miniature, the definition is less than 25 moves. Although some people would count 25 moves. These games that I played between 1993 and yesterday, so that's a long time, 25 years, right? I won those games in less than 18 moves. They were all between 10 and 17 moves, as you can see. Now, unlike you guys, there's a slight difference, slight. Normally, when I play games and somebody wins, it's not because of checkmate. Why do I win in chess usually? You?
Because you're playing rapid or bullet chess?
That could happen in their flag falls, but there's a more common way.
They resign because they see checkmate coming.
Yeah, they resign because it's over. Now, you guys should never resign. And when you become grandmasters, then you'll know when to resign.
I want
Now, in other sports, resigning is not allowed. In chess, it is. Some people think they shouldn't let people resign, that you should play till mate every game. You?
Well, in one of the chess games I played, my opponent almost had checkmate and won.
Almost?
Yeah, but he didn't even see it in time. So he lost of time. He only had 12 seconds on his clock.
Okay, today, the word for the day is non sequitur. You?
What's non sequitur?
Exactly. Why'd you raise your hand?
And I
Non sequitur is when you talk about things that aren't related to what's going on. So if I say, so if I say what's the winning move, and you go, my dad's out in the hall, that's a non sequitur. Right? Yeah, like what it's what he just said.
That's irrelevant.
No, irrelevant could be something else, but it's close. Anyway, let's start the lecture. Now, this game was played yesterday. These are all tournament games. They're not 1-minute games. These are played in real tournaments where there's a lot of time on the clock.
Oh, so you played against one of the winners of the tournament?
Yeah, well, what happened was, and you got to know this because this could actually happen to you today. Could. When you have a chess tournament, there could be an odd number of people. And an odd number of people can't play each other because chess is 2 people.
So it has to be divisible by 2.
Yeah, so if you have a person who's not playing, then they don't play. So what I like to do in my chess center is when somebody doesn't play, I find somebody for them to play. Then they get to play. So this guy had nobody to play, so I played him.
Correct.
Okay, so let's see what happened. Unlike you guys, we played in the middle. Wow, we're good. Okay.
That's the King's Indian.
Right, and also
It's Sicilian variation.
No, it's not the Sicilian. That's
It's the King's Indian defense.
close enough.
But
Okay,
this has a good time.
now in this position, let's go back so I can explain something. Here, I want to take his bishop because I like taking bishops.
I know
The normal way to do that is to play knight h5 and take the bishop. Of course, if I play knight h5, he could play bishop e5, and he could trade my bishop for his. So when I play d6, he can't do that anymore, right? So now he was worried I was going to go here. So he played h3, then his bishop can escape. I could never win his bishop.
That's smart.
There's another reason to do that. If I want to pin his knight, you heard of a pin?
Yeah.
Now I can't, because you take my bishop. So h3 is a good multi-purpose move. Okay, so now I'm threatening his pawn because I said so. I don't like the move queen c2. Now that his queen's on c2, defending his pawn, I want to line up my rook with his queen. So I did. I played bishop out, and then I put my rook here. Then he was like, no, I'm afraid of that. Okay, so he went here. Now he's not afraid of that.
Did he cry?
No, not yet. Okay, now this is the part of chess that's difficult. For you guys, everything is difficult. For a grandmaster, once you've done everything you're supposed to, then what do? Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a math test on Friday, and you're like, oh, math tests are hard. And you study all week, and you take the math test, and you get an A or whatever. Okay, now you're done. Now what do?
You study.
Play video games.
No, you
Correct.
study because it's fun.
Right. So in chess, once you do what you're supposed to do, it's hard to figure out what to do. So in this position, we both got all of our minor pieces out, and we both castled. So now I don't know what to do. So I decided to do something you've never heard of, which is gain space. Which is, I move up the board like this, and my opponent's like, no, stop doing that. And then I call the director and say, quiet, no talking. Okay, now I can't gain space over here because I'd be pushing the pawns in front of my king. I can't advance to the center because I can't. What's happening? What world am I in? Okay, because this pawn can't move. I don't really care about that. So I decided I was going to push my queenside pawns. However, my queen's here, so I can't jump. Okay, so I played a6, and he made a move, and I played queen a7, and now I'm going to play b5. Hooray! Right?
So he prevents the pawn's defense.
Yeah. So here, this is very shocking. If you turn on the computer and say, computer, which side has the advantage? It prefers white. I think it's equal, but the computer would rather have white. Here, he made the losing move.
Wonder, can we see the engine?
Yeah, it's right here. Oh, okay. So if I turn the engine on, it likes white. It says white's up 0.5, 0.6. Okay, it likes white. Okay. Now here he made a bad move, and I want to talk about this kind of bad move so you don't make it. When you move a pawn in chess, your pawn can't move back.
Yeah.
So if your pawn was doing something and you move your pawn, it'll never do it again. If your knight's doing something or your bishop's doing something and you move it and you're like, oh, now it's not doing it, then you can move it back.
Yeah.
So now he made the losing move, b4. The reason it's losing is sort of complicated. Notice my bishop's on this diagonal. That's called a fianchettoed bishop. And my bishop's pretty good. No. Now when he plays b4, his c pawn's not protected by anything, because I said so.
No.
Before, his c pawn was protected pretty well. So I attacked his c pawn. How did I do that?
Knight. C takes B.
If I trade things, then I'm not winning them.
C takes B.
I could do that, then he would take back.
Oh.
How do I attack his pawn?
Knight H5?
That attacks this pawn? Very suspicious.
Oh, yeah. Knight D5.
I played knight to d5. Now, luckily for me, that has two ideas. Obviously, I want to take the c pawn. Okay, but also, remember I wanted to take that bishop? The problem is, for him, see this pawn on e3 that's in green? It's defending the bishop and defending the pawn.
It says overwork.
Right. So let's say he protects his pawn, which he didn't do. Let's say he does. Now I take his bishop. He'll take my knight. And now this pawn is insufficiently defended. I'm attacking it 1, 2, 3, and I got a queen back here too, right? And he's got to defend it twice. 4 is more than 2.
Correct.
So that would be bad for him.
Yeah.
So after knight d5, he was like, I don't like if black does this. I don't like if black does this. So he thought a long time. And he made a bad move. He retreated his bishop to make it safe. I, of course, took his pawn. Now I'm up a pawn, and I'm attacking his queen. So I moved his queen. Now his pawn's not on c3 because I took it. So now d4 is not defended. It's the domino effect. And what's worse than dominoes? Nothing.
So you can do knight e2 check.
Then his bishop would take it and I would cry.
Oh, yeah?
But I will do it later. So I took this. See, I took another pawn. Now I'm up 2 pawns. How many black pieces are defending the d4 pawn? The pawn that's highlighted. How many? 0 black?
1.
I said how many?
And 2.
Okay, try again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So he tried to keep it all closed, so he played e4. Now, notice my rook and his queen are lined up, like I said before. So I did the trickiest move you've ever seen.
Okay.
I played knight takes b4.
I thought so.
Obviously, he wants to take my knight, which he didn't do. Let's say he does. Now we play your move. You suggested it earlier.
Oh, knight e2 check.
Right, and notice it's check because I said so,
attack.
and I'm attacking his queen.
Yeah, but he can discover the queen, the rook attacking the queen. But if he takes the rook takes the queen.
He can't take my rook because he's in check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't like that. So he didn't.
So he resigned?
So he didn't take my knight. He moved his queen away because his queen's attacked. Right.
Yeah.
So he went here, and I took his bishop. What's funny is the last 4 moves I captured things. He didn't capture anything. And now, to surprise my audience, you ready to be surprised?
No.
He didn't capture anything the whole game. I have all my pieces and pawns still. I got them all. I got everything.
What?
However, the last 4 moves, I captured things. I captured 3 of his pawns and his bishop. Now I will shock you. See how my knight's attacking his queen?
Yes.
There's nowhere to go.
What?
Oh yeah, it's trapped.
Whoa.
Yeah, what he said.
Why isn't queen b8 working?
Queen
Oh,
b8.
B8.
No, queen. No, I mean queen
B1.
b. I mean,
B1.
I quit. I messed up.
He gives up. So the only square he could go to, the only square he could go to where I can't capture his queen is here. Otherwise, I capture his queen, and then I check and I take his queen. Yeah. Now this will surprise you. When you play chess, you were taught a knight's worth 3, a pawn's worth 1, and so forth.
Yeah.
So when you ask the engine, what's the score? If you're up a knight, it says like +3. Okay. This engine really, 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 really likes black. That's a large number, isn't it?
15, yes.
The computer says I'm up 16. That's like 2 queens. Yeah, close.
I was up 2 queens once
Then you won?
against my sister.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know your sister's name, Annie's sister.
No.
No.
Emily.
No. Okay, now what did White do?
Design.
Gave up, right. Now, if we go back, in this position here, nobody took anything. Everybody has everything. I took a pawn, I took a pawn, I took a pawn, I took a bishop. And he didn't take anything.
Wow.
So Caleb go back to the.
Yeah. What was his rating? 1700. Slightly higher than yours. Slightly lower than mine. Slightly. Yeah. So that was a good game by me because I like winning.
I like winning too.
You.
So can we go back to the position where you said let's say he takes his stuff?
Where I said what? When? Back here?
Let's say. Well, I didn't take.
Oh, well, he could have taken my knight, like there.
But he didn't.
Right, then I go check, and then I take his queen.
Yeah,
That's why he didn't do that.
If you was a check, then you lose.
Basically, when he played b4, he was losing. Now, let's go to this position where it says that white's better. Right? It says white's a little bit better. Then after b4, the red light goes on. See this light that's gray? That means nobody's winning and it's boring. Then when the red light goes on, red light's bad. Yellow light's a little bit bad.
Green light is good.
Yeah, then it says knight d5 and I'm winning. And then every move he made gets the red light. He gets a red light every move. See?
And you get a green light every move.
Yeah, right. And he gets a red light, so he didn't do so good. Yeah. So actually he played pretty well, and then he made a lot of blunders.
So his rating was so suspicious. So
Yeah, what you said. Okay, now this game was played in 1993. I think Theodore was watching that game.
No, I wasn't. I was born in 2011.
What kind of excuse is that? That's a good excuse.
I was born in 2006.
well, I'm born in 2010.
That is 4 years older than me.
All right, can we not have side conversations? Let's do chess. Okay,
Yeah.
now here I was white. Now, there's 2 ways to lose a piece. One is you're like, oh no, I lost a piece. The other is you lose a piece on purpose because you think it's good. Like, he can take my piece because I'm going to checkmate him, so I don't care.
I've done that before.
You with some crazy comment.
So sometimes you we can sacrifice a piece.
Right, that's what he did. Watch what he did. Okay, so first he sacrificed a pawn, so I took his pawn.
This is queen.
Okay, this is the Benko Gambit. Okay, now he made the losing move. Notice white has a pretty nice center.
Oh yeah. The move was knight captures e4.
Wait, that's right. That guy's right, whoever that guy is.
Nick.
What's his name?
Nick.
How do you know?
We go to the cooler together for ice skating lessons, but we're not in the same class.
Who's a better ice skater, you guys or me? The answer is not me. I saw an ice skating movie last week with my wife, but you're not allowed to see it. It's called I, Tanya. So it's about ice skating.
What level are you in?
Yeah, that's a good movie. Okay, now my opponent went roar. Watch what he did. Now I want to yell at all of you because this is something you guys do. I'm not saying you all do it, but some of you. Some people, especially kids, especially low-rated kids, they intentionally give up a piece, and the reason is they stop their opponent from castling. And they're like, yes. Now, this is why chess is difficult, because there are things that are good, and there's things that are bad. And you have to know how to rank them. So for example, getting checkmated is bad. Losing a pawn is bad. One of them is more bad. So when you give a knight away or a bishop and your reasoning is he can't castle, that's bad reasoning because a bishop's worth more than that. So he played knight takes e4 as you said.
And also a bishop is like more worth than a knight, even though it's the same point, has the same points as a knight.
I'm gonna get Eddie Murphy to teach this class, and every time Nick says something, he's gonna look at the camera. Okay, so I took his knight, and then he checked me, right? Now we're gonna vote. You guys raise your hand and I'll call on you. White has to get out of check because I said so, right?
No.
How many different ways can white stop check? Raise your hand. You. What?
So the only way is to escape, because I cannot see a single piece who can block this check.
Bishop.
Bishop? What?
Look, there's a back.
This bishop can block the check?
No, the black bishop.
This bishop can block this check?
No!
What you talking about, Willis? Okay, so the answer, which nobody knows, is 3. I can go king here, I can go king here, and I can block with my pawn. The problem with blocking with the pawn is he forks my king and rook because I said so.
No, because you said so.
So I didn't do that. So I moved my king, he checked me, and I moved my king again. So I can't castle, but I have an extra knight.
Yay!
Now, normally, when your opponent's king is running around, you can checkmate them, but these pieces aren't good at checkmating me. Now, if this pawn wasn't here, he could play bishop c5 check. That would be really annoying. I'm not sure what I would do then, but he can't do that. So he played bishop e7, and I just develop my pieces. I just get my pieces out. Yeah.
Can we see the engine?
Yeah, so in this position, yeah, the engine's gonna say I'm like +3 here, I guess. Something like that. Yeah, +4, wow, +5. Yeah. So not only am I up a bishop, but I have like all my minor pieces out, and this guy's trapped. And this guy's trapped by that guy. Okay, so because I have an extra piece and because I have the better position, he gave up here. Now, when you sacrifice a piece for an attack, it would be nice if you used all of your pieces to attack. He just used his queen. I have a lot of pieces. That stopped his queen. Yeah. Now, this will surprise you. He has a very high rating. 2265. If he lived in Georgia, he'd be like number 7 in the whole state. But he still gave all his pieces away and got crushed. Ow. That's why I'm the goodest. Nobody's gooder.
No, can you go to somewhere between the 8th move and the 2nd move where he played the sacrifice?
Yeah. So in this position, the computer's gonna say like white's a little better probably. Okay. And then after knight e4, the red light goes on, right?
I think
That's not a good move, is it?
I think knight takes d5 would have been better. Okay, never.
How about not giving away a knight?
Better.
Yeah, that would be better. Okay. So that was a long time ago. Now here's a game I lost in 10 moves.
What?
Okay. And then later I had the same opening and I won in 15 moves.
Yay!
But that guy wasn't as good. This guy's higher rated than me. Okay? And I blundered my queen. If you're taking notes at home, don't blunder your queen.
Is this Magnus Carlsen?
Does it say it's Magnus Carlsen?
I can't read it.
No, this is Igor Novikov, and I'm
Because
Ben.
Magnus Carlsen is way more rated than him.
That's correct, what he said. Now, I was black, but since white won, we'll look from white's point of view. Now, in this game, we both moved our queen out a lot. We both made a lot of queen moves. Now, in the next game I'm going to show you, I had this position also.
Cool.
That guy played e4. We'll get to that next. This guy attacked my queen. And so I took his pawn, attacking his rook, and he moved his rook. Now, the computer says black is better, and black should play queen h5, attacking this pawn and this pawn.
Okay.
More importantly, my queen could get trapped here, so I moved it to safety, where it's not going to get trapped. Instead, I made the losing move.
Queen take.
No, I didn't give my queen away. I castled. And I thought if he attacks my queen, then I would pin his bishop to his rook. Then his bishop can't move because I'll take his rook. Okay. And if he attacks my queen this way, then I move my queen anywhere I want, like there. Okay. And he made a move I didn't see.
Bishop e2.
Bishop e2. I didn't see that.
Was it trapped?
Well, what do you think? Where can I go?
Yes.
Oh, no. You can go to H3.
I can go to h3
But
or
that's the only move.
or I can go to f5.
Yeah, you can go to either of these
Right.
squares.
Unfortunately, you see my king here. See that?
It's so
And you
weak.
see my bishop, the bishop here. And you see how it's going to go there, attacking the queen and the king.
So if the queen goes to h3,
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can take the bishop. Oh yeah, but it's defended.
but rook.
Right. And if I play queen f5, he does the same thing.
Pin.
So bishop e2. So let's look at this position with the engine. And then it says black is better, right? And then I play the red light move. And it says bishop e2 and white's winning. And that's what he played. And then it says I'm down by 6. So castles wasn't so good. But that's what happens when you move your queen a lot. Sometimes the guy takes it.
I took my sister's
I
queen like that. She just gave it away.
this was because it was a bullet, rapid, or blitz chess game.
Was that why? What if it was a slow game?
That
These
was-
were all slow games. Yeah. Okay, and then I resigned like a grandmaster. Okay, now the next game was the same opening, but I won.
What was the opening called?
It's called the Choran defense. And in fact, in the last 75 or 80 years, the best country in the world for chess is usually Russia. However, between 1800 and 1900, Russia wasn't good at chess. The only good Russian player was Mikhail Choran, and this opening's named after him. And there's a picture of him in the other room. There's a picture of Choran.
Oh,
And-
so you were playing a Russian player?
No, he was playing too fast, so he was Russian. No, I'm kidding. So I played knight c6. That's the Choran defense. Okay, and I just showed you this already. We just did this. Okay, and in that game, the game I just showed you, white played knight c3 attacking my queen.
But
This guy played e4 attacking my queen. And I
Bad
took his
move.
pawn. Right, it is a bad move. Okay.
Can we see if it's yellow light?
Oh, e4 is going to be at least a yellow light. Yeah. Yeah, it's a red light. Yeah. Yeah, e4 is not good. Okay, so I took. Now, I did something you never heard of. I checked, and now he's overworked. You never heard that even though you just said it.
Oh, I already heard
Notice he's in check because I said so.
Not because you said
So normally you would block the check, but my queen's on this pawn. So you don't want to go there because my queen's on your b pawn, right?
And the bishop and queen is over one.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go here. So he played king f1, running away. That's pretty safe because I don't have a bishop to go here with. My bishop's gone.
Can I see if it's a good move?
What, king f1?
Yeah.
Let's see, king f1. Yeah, king f1, that's the best move, number one move. Now it's number two, now it's number one, now it's number two. Okay, so I played knight e7. Notice all of my pieces are out, right? What about him?
No.
No, okay. He played queen b5, he wants to trade queens. Now, when you have more pieces out and your opponent can't castle, you don't want to trade queens, you want to go rawr.
Yeah, you want to attack the king.
Right, so I played queen here, attacking this.
And good move.
Right. So he played
Can we
king.
see if it's a good move?
What? I always make good moves. Why would I make a bad move?
Oh yeah, you made it.
Queen f6, number one, right? Number one in the hood, G. Green. Yay. Okay.
Okay.
He played f4, not a good move. I castled. Castle does two things. My knight's pinned, you agree, and my pawn's attacked. Now, my pawn's defended and my knight's not pinned.
Yeah.
Can we see if the
No.
Can we see the last move again?
Does this make sense? That's how you're supposed to play chess?
No,
No.
that's anti-chess.
Unless you can your regular rule to make a comeback for something.
Now, he was afraid I would go check on the back rank and go rawr. So he played king g2, walking into a fork, and then I shook my head. Now I'll ask you guys a question, a chess question. How does black attack this and this at the same time? And the reason I'm asking you that, hold on, is you see these other things that are out? Those are protected. Is the e-pawn protected?
Nope.
No. So how do I check him and attack the e-pawn at the same time?
Queen g6.
That's what I did. Now, there's only one move he can make which stops check and protects his pawn, but it's a blunder, so he didn't do that. He could go here. That saves his pawn and saves his king.
But he made the losing move.
Now, what's the crushing, winning, destroying move for black? Possibly a fork.
Queen h5.
That would give my queen away to his queen.
Oh,
So don't do that.
sorry.
Queen G3.
It sounds like actually the queen.
Queen g3, he could take my queen with three different things.
That sounds like someone who
I'll give you a hint. It's a fork of these two guys. That was a good hint.
I know I get it. Knight d4.
Who's the quietest? I think he is. Okay, so I had to play knight d4, check, attacking his queen. So did he do that? No, he played king h3. I played a6, attacking his queen. Then I took his pawn. Now, let me explain what I did. It's very complicated what I did. I want to take this pawn, which attacks his rook. Pay attention. Okay. But first I played a6, attacking his queen. The reason is, you see how his queen's protecting his bishop? Well, he has to, that's nothing to sneeze at. Now, he has to move his queen, because I'm going to take it. If he moves his queen, he's not protecting his bishop anymore. There's nowhere to go.
Except c5.
Well, then my bishop would take his queen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So he played here, and now it's a fork. Because I made his queen move away from his bishop.
and the rook has to move, but you.
So he saved his rook. I took the bishop. And then I checked him, and now he gave up. And it's going to say some crazy number. That's pretty crazy, right? And then this is move 18. Did he move any of these pieces?
No.
Probably you should move your pieces on move 18. They shouldn't be all at home.
That's anti-chess.
Right now, when he reset the pieces for the next game, they were already set up. See, that was easy for him.
Yeah.
Didn't have to like find pieces and put them back. They're already right there. Yeah.
Can you show us?
Look at that crazy evaluation. Look how much I'm ahead.
What does the round side mean?
What is what?
What does the round side 15 mean?
Oh, checkmate.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
I forgot my rotation numbers.
You're scaring me. Okay, who's the quietest? Okay. No, I think it's Nick.
What?
Okay. So he gave up. Now, when you're playing chess, instead of moving out his minor pieces, he moved his king and queen every move. What was his rating? 1900. Not as high as the guy who beat me.
Oh yeah. So his rating is pretty suspicious.
Correct. Well said. No.
Can we see if every move was a blunder?
No.
It was a good.
You can't go to your room. Now we're gonna take a break for a second because I'll show you something funny.
Yay!
Now, yesterday was the Pro Chess League, where a lot of the world's best players play on the internet and they play 10-minute chess.
I saw.
And there's prizes and so forth. Now, the funniest game yesterday was Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, playing Alexei Degraeve, who used to be like number 10 in the world. Now he's older than me. He used to be younger than me. He's aging faster.
What?
Okay, now this is serious. It looks like I'm joking, but I'm not. This is their game.
Who's who?
I'm me.
Oh,
Magnus is white, and Degraeve is black.
Oh, like
So those moves don't make a lot of sense, right? And Magnus won, of course, because he's Magnus. So you don't have to know opening theory to win. You can play sort of silly sometimes. Okay, now this game I was black. This was played 14 years ago. It was only 14 years ago. It seems like forever ago. Wow. Okay, I was black.
This is queen pawn
Did you
opening.
win?
Yeah. Now this is one of two forks I did in the game. Notice nobody's protecting him. You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
And this pawn is attacked once and defended once.
So we need to put more pressure.
So how do I attack both of those pawns at the same time? That's what I did. What move attacks both pawns?
Queen to F3?
Queen F6, correct. That's what you meant,
I
right?
said F.
Yeah, but you meant that. Now,
Yeah,
I can go queen takes
we're
pawn check,
black.
and I can go bishop takes pawn. So now I win a pawn. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, he
Can we
didn't
see the engine?
he didn't give up because he lost a pawn.
Okay, can we
Yeah, let's
kill-
see what the engine has to say about that. It says "rawr." Okay, so it says it's equal. Then he castles, and now queen F6. Rawr. It says he loses a pawn, but it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So he played C3 and I took a pawn. Okay. He checked me. Played B4, which is a weird move. Now he blundered.
Yay.
He did it again. It was the same kind of blunder. Remember where he got the two? He developed his knight D2. Now I made two threats. This is actually more difficult. But I'll give you a hint. My bishop is attacking these once and they're defended once. Right? But I can attack both of them again. So I made a move attacking both of these with another piece. That's hard.
Queen?
Queen where?
Oh.
He's like, well, I don't know that.
Queen H4?
H4.
That attacks his knight on D2? Ish don't think so.
Which red?
No, it doesn't.
But Queen H was right, but 4 was wrong. Queen H what?
Queen 6.
Queen H6. Now I'm threatening that. Rawr! And I got some attack on that.
Yeah, it's a battery.
Yeah, so he's like, wait a minute. Rawr! So let's go back. So in this position, it says black's better, right? You know, like 0.7, 0.8. Then knight D2 is the red light, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Then Queen H6 winning.
Da, da, da.
Now he has to either give up a knight or give up this pawn and weaken his, don't do that, and weaken his king. So he chose the third method. He didn't lose his pawn or his knight. He gave up.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Raw.
He was rated 1800.
Did he
Yeah,
cry?
And
Oh my
cry.
god.
a little
10
bit.
moves?
Yeah,
10 moves?
Did he cry?
yeah. That's why I'm showing you these games. They ended really fast.
Did he
Right.
cry?
Yeah. Now you guys should never give up ever. Never. I'm showing you games where they give up because it's funny. You with some funny question.
After all the games, can we see the Magnus Carlsen game, the funny game?
Yes. Thanks for asking. You can. Okay, I have to find it, but I'll find it. Wow. Okay, this game was played last year in the Pro Chess League. Now I have a funny story to tell you. This guy Remy Degraeve, he's from France. When I lived in Europe before you were born, I played his dad, Jean-Marc Degraeve, who's a grandmaster. He's not a grandmaster. He's rated like 2,000.
And you won against his dad.
Now his dad beat me once and we drew once. Okay, now in this position, I didn't want him to attack my queen and bishop. And he can't because it's my move. So I played here. Now, he wanted to attack in the center with the move e5, but he can't because he has one guy defending it and I have two guys attacking it. So he played queen e8. That way when he plays e5, his queen's defending it. So I castled. He played e5. I played d5 attacking his knight, so he moved his knight. Okay. Then I played e4. Now I have a nice center. So I get the prize for the nice center. Now he wanted to attack my center with f5, but he can't jump over his knight.
Yeah,
so he played knight d7. Now he can play f5, right? Now remember when he played queen here a long time ago? He played queen here. Now that's not defended. It was defended, now it's not. So I attacked it. How did I do that?
His bishop is still on the back rank.
How did I attack this pawn?
Queen C4.
Four. That's right, but I did something else. But your move is right. Your move's better than my move.
Knight b5.
Knight b5. Now, he only has one way to save his pawn. If he moves his pawn, then I play knight c7, forking his queen and rook. So what's the only good move for black? There's only one. You have to save your pawn and stop knight c7. That's what he played. And now I pinned his knight. And he's like, you can't pin my knight. Rawr. So he played a6 attacking my knight. And now I surprised him. I did something you've never heard of, even though we've said it twice already. Overworked. Notice his queen's defending his pawn, right?
Yeah.
And his queen's defending his knight. Yeah. So I could take the knight or the pawn. I could do either one. I took the pawn. And now, if he takes my knight, I take his knight.
It's like attraction.
Right.
It's like attraction because you're driving, or I keep the attraction with decoy, but I think it's decoy.
Correct. Now he played the trickiest move ever, recommended by Run DMC. He played knight c5. Notice his knight's attacking my queen because I said so. Now, if he takes my knight next move, his queen's still defending his knight. So I play queen b6, defending my knight, and now I'm attacking this, and this, and this.
Yay.
Correct. So he played a tricky move, knight a4 attacking my queen. Now my queen's attacked, so I moved it. And now I'm attacking both of his knights and his rook.
But the knight is hanging low.
Right. So I'm attacking this, and this, and this, and he's attacking that.
Oh, yeah.
3 is more than 1. So he played f6, which is a mistake. He probably should take my knight, but the computer is going to say I'm winning because I said so.
And the next move was a blunder.
Right. So he should play queen c7, and it says I'm winning.
The highest is 5. Queen 7 to
Okay.
6.
So he played f6. I took his rook because a rook's worth the most.
Yeah.
He took my bishop. I took his knight. He attacked my queen and my knight. See?
But you don't care losing, am I right?
Yeah, but I play queen b4, which he didn't see. And now, if he takes my knight, I take his knight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he doesn't take my knight can escape because my queen's there. Thank you. Now, if you count the pieces, which you're not good at, I'm up a rook. I have more rooks than him. And we have the same number of minor pieces. If you turn the engine on, it says "rawr."
You're better.
Well, no, I'm totally winning. So here he gave up. That was in a team tournament. Our team beat their team. It was St. Louis versus some team in France. Their team had 2 grandmasters. No, their team had 3 grandmasters. And then him, he was the board 4.
How did yours?
We had 3 grandmasters. Yeah, we were the same. 3 grandmasters on each team.
And
Our team won, I think,
did you?
9.5 to 5.5.
Wow.
So
You were 4 wins ahead.
So there are also national masters and others.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can find the Magnus game with Degraeve.
Yay!
Because you guys were like, what about Magnus and Degraeve? Because they played a funny game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll type in Magnus Degraeve and see if there's a web article about it. There should be.
It was just yesterday.
Magnus Degraeve 2017. No, I want 2018.
Type 2018 to the search
Yeah.
bar.
That's true. Yeah. See, they've played before. All right. So let's go. Here's what we're going to do. Watch what I do. I'm tricky. I'm going to go to the Pro Chess League website. That's the Pro Chess League. Then we're going to go to games, if I can find games. Games. Okay. Hopefully. Then, they didn't put the games in from yesterday. They didn't do it. Boo. I've never been so mad. Okay, I have to figure out how to do this.
Can we just do players?
Hold on.
What, Pete?
How do I find Magnus's
Here's Magnus
game?
Degraeve 2000.
Let's try that. Carlsen, Degraeve, 2018, plus tax.
No.
The chess games, that's not it, that's not it. Ooh,
Oh! Wait a minute.
no, that's not it, that's not it. Okay, let's type in Carlsen, Degraeve, knight h3. That didn't help. Wow. Wow, I can't do Vishwa nothing. Okay, let's go to Twitter. Let's see, will Twitter help? No. All right, let's go to chess.com. We'll try to find it. That's where they played. Then we'll go to play live chess.
What's your account?
Then, oh, actually, you know what we can do? Pff, I'm so dumb. I think it's just going to be on the article. Yeah, this article was published 14 minutes ago.
Oh,
So I'm sure they're going to show the game because it was so funny, right?
Oh, I know some couple.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to show the game. Yeah.
What's
Okay.
your account name for chess.com?
CCSCATL. Right? PGN available soon. No. Okay, but they'll probably show the game here because he played knight h3. So that's my guess. If I wrote an article, I would show that game. Here we go. See, that's the beginning of the game. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's Eric Hansen. They're really not going to show the game? I'm so mad. Rawr. Let's see. That's not it. No, they didn't show the game in the article on the thing with knight h3. Wow. They referenced it but didn't show it. Okay, let's go to live chess and we'll try to find Magnus. Then we'll find it.
Can you find him online?
This is everybody's. We just find people's games. So we type in Magnus. I don't know what his name is. Is it Magnus?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I mean I don't know what his name is online.
It's just Magnus Carlsen.
What's Degraeve? Is it Degraeve?
Search for Magnus.
That's not it. Okay, so what we'll do is.
Carlsen.
No, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. We'll go find what their actual names are. We'll figure it out. I mean, I won't, but. Okay, so what we'll do is the screen capture they did of the position, maybe it has their chess.com names. Then I can easily find it. What? Degraeve Carlsen, that didn't help.
Oh,
That's not their chess.com. Rawr.
are you sure they play chess.com?
Am I sure? Yeah. Grandmaster. Sure of everything, except I can't figure out anything. Okay, so
Let's play
live
Just search for your
chess.
last names.
Let's see. I have to figure out what their handles are.
Oh, I know their username. I know Magnus Carlsen's username.
What is it?
It's Magnus Carlsen.
Like this?
Without a space.
And then there's no like little line.
No.
Okay, let's see if you're
Called an
right.
underscore, by the way.
What?
It's called an underscore.
But there's no. But it's not finding it. No.
I don't
Is the C capital?
Yeah.
Why is it thinking forever plus tax? That's better than before when it wasn't thinking.
Tax word is.
Okay, I lost the internet. That was good timing. While I was searching, I lost the internet. That's funny. Okay, now we'll get it back. Carlsen. There we go. Thank you. I know Igor is his name. There we go.
Whose name?
All right, you helped me. Igor is Degraeve.
Igor.
That's his handle. Yeah. That is Degraeve. That's his name on it. Okay. So see, this is the game.
Oh.
Sometimes your king's on F2. The truth hurts.
Exactly.
Now it looks like he castled.
But he didn't.
Right.
It's so funny.
So So there was a.
Magnus has a terrible position here.
Wait, Magnus is white?
He sacked a piece too. Wow.
Wait, Magnus is white?
Yeah, he played knight h3. Yeah, he sacrificed a piece and he has a big attack. Man, now Black's king is no good. That's funny.
Oh man! So Magnus goes.
Magnus made a lot of queen moves.
He likes queens.
Yeah, but sometimes you're allowed to break a rule.
Hmm.
So that's right.
Now Magnus is up a pawn. Then the guy resigned because if the king goes to the c file, rook c5, right?
Pending the queen.
Yeah. So then Black resigned, and the computer says plus 12. So Magnus was probably losing that game, and he put the opening silly, but he's silly.
He is, as I've seen.
Now what's funny about that is he was winning a game where he was queening, and then he blundered the pawn he was queening.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. So he drew. So in this game, this
That
was
was a draw?
Yeah, so watch this. This is funny. Okay. So Magnus is black, and his pawn's going to promote to a queen. So he's winning. And the computer says he's winning. And now the way to win is to promote to a queen. But he was worried the guy would start checking him and get a draw, which the computer says he doesn't do. Okay? And the reason he doesn't do it is funny. Watch. After check, here, you block with the bishop, which he probably didn't see, and now there's no more checks.
Is this a draw?
No, he's winning. He's up a queen. Black's up a queen. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of doing that, Magnus blundered his passed pawn. After e4, he played queen b6, and the guy took it.
Oh.
So instead of queening, he lost his pawn. Now,
Oh, so
White has 2 extra pawns, but he still didn't win.
Magnus Carlsen is from Norway.
Correct.
So Norway is a restaurant.
Is what?
Is Norway that round of a country in chess?
Is Norway what? A what?
Norway a strong country.
Oh, no. Just
How's
me.
he a world champion?
Because he is. Yeah, and then he blundered the guy with White. You see how White's up 2 pawns and winning? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the guy with White, his queen's defending his pawn, but he went here because he wanted to play checkmate.
Oh,
And then Magnus took the pawn, and it was a draw because they moved back and forth.
free for reputation.
3 full reputation, just like last week, right? Now he has a big reputation.
Nice fun.
Right. All right. So Magnus won every game, and that was the only game he didn't win where he could get an extra queen and he didn't do it. Then it was a draw. So Magnus is pretty good.
What's his score?
He's the luckiest guy in his chair. He got 7.5 out of 8.
One person in his chair.
Yeah. If somebody else was touching his chair, it'd be touch and go. Yeah. All right. So that's how you beat people quickly. Not like Magnus where he played knight h3. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Right?
because
Boo.
because knights are bad on the edge.
And I'd like to thank my class because they helped me find Magnus Carlsen. What's my username? You don't know that. It's CCSCATL. That's the name of our chess club. Chess Club in Scholastic Center of Atlanta.
Yeah, I have a medal. I have a medal. I went to one of your.
Ooh, good job. Yeah, we have medals and trophies now for our 3 o'clock
Oh,
tournament.
Bobby's here tournament.
I
Hey,
see a Bobby Fischer.
no, have a seat. Don't get up from your
It's gonna
chair.
be my
Bobby's
first
bigger.
splits tournament today.
Okay, hold on. You with some crazy comment.
Is Bobby Fischer still alive?
What do you think?
No, because I saw a grave of his.
So you're asking me if he's alive and you know he's dead? Bobby Fischer died 10 years ago in about a month. Yeah.
But why does it still show him in 700 chess? I saw it a few days ago.
Because he's famous.
What? Okay, good job. Class dismissed. You guys did good except for the good part.